Hey everybody, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I am here with a general love reading. So if you're having questions about love right now, if you're feeling vulnerable, if you're struggling, I asked that some helpful messages come through in this reading for you. So I'm going to kind of talk about what I'm picking up on, just to give you the context, and then we'll dig in and get more detailed about this. So I feel like it's an exciting time. There are things on the move. There's either communication coming in, or you sent out communication and are waiting to hear back, or there's some kind of energy growing and generating and you don't know where it's gonna lead. So it feels really exciting, but it can also feel really nerve-wracking and anxiety provoking because it hasn't landed yet. You don't know what's coming from this yet. It's still in mid-air, so to speak. So you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're not sure what's going on or where this is leading. For some of you guys, I feel like you were the one that sent out this signal or declaration or message or gesture, and you're feeling anxious about it because you are waiting to hear back, or you're wondering like, okay, what's the response? What are you gonna say? Like, where is this gonna lead to now? Yeah. So I want to look more at that and see, okay, what is the nature of this Eight of Wands? What is this? So let me show you guys. This is what we're talking about, okay? Dead smack in the center of the reading, we've got this hot and heavy energy heading your way, or that's brewing, and it's leading somewhere. You don't know where it's going to lead. It's the dart analogy, you know, you're aiming and then you let go of that dart and you don't know where it's going to land exactly, but you know it's on its way. So there's a lot of excitement, right? A lot of fast moving energy here, a lot of communication, a lot of developments. Okay, so things are definitely like leading somewhere. We don't know what that is, but definitely around love, romance, declarations, saying I love you, making a gesture, reaching out to someone, or just maybe having your sights on someone and sending that energetically, wishing, praying, hoping, targeting, you know, fixating your energy on that dream, and it's building, cooking energy, and you're feeling this, you know, fire inside of you about it. Now, yeah, check this out. I just pulled this card too. Knight of Cups again. Yeah, so this is huge. So either, you know, for some of you, you're really madly in love with someone and, you know, are dealing with that and kind of wondering what's going to come of it. Got two Knights. For some of you, you might know it's reciprocated, but you still don't trust it or don't really see where it's going or know, and it's making you anxious. So we've got a lot of anxiety. So that's what's going to be the obstacle for you guys, and that's what you have to realize and learn through this process, is not to let the anxiety drown you, not to let the anxiety control you, not to allow fear to create a prison around you where you're not going to enjoy your life, you're not going to be open to this potential, you're not going to be happy. So yeah, so we've got this Nine of Swords crowning the reading. This is signifying some anxiety, being, you know, unable to have a calm mind, being up late at night, so there's some kind of element that you're worried about, or you're struggling with, or you're suffering through. Okay, it's important to remember this is coming from your mind. It's not an indication of what's actually going on in the situation. It's your perception, not to say that you're crazy or you're wrong, but it's your perception, it's your perspective, it's your thoughts. And this is when our thoughts start to skew into danger territory, when they take on a life of their own and they start to pollute our brain and cause us suffering. Okay, so we don't want to be in this position. So recognizing that, okay, these are just thoughts I'm having. Let me take a step back. Let me take a deep breath and like try to not allow myself to subscribe to that, to believe that as the truth. Because what's going to happen as we move into the near future, there's this potential to be trapped in those thoughts. And this is where we become paralyzed. We self-sabotage ourselves. We don't want to speak up. We don't want to be open. We don't want to talk. We don't want to move forward. We don't want to take a risk, because anything we do, like even breathing the wrong way, even saying the wrong thing, even texting at the wrong time, I mean, goodness, it's like everything we do traps us. We can't get anything right. So we don't do anything. We're stuck in this, horrible, torturous hell where what's the point? Fear is supposed to like help us and protect us. It's not meant to imprison us, but that's exactly what happens when we lose our perspective. Okay, so that's going to be a big challenge, but it's important to know that you have control over yourself and your thoughts, that you have control over that. And so it's a matter of, okay, how do I get control back? How do I balance myself? How do I change that dynamic with this negative, fearful, anxiety, All right, let's get some more cards for this. All right. For the people watching and resonating with this, what do they need to know about love? What will help them in their love journey whenever they see this, whenever they're meant to receive this message? Whoa. Okay, so many are spewing. Okay. Do I want to take all these? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I do, because they're really pertinent. Okay. Let me show you guys what we got. So we're talking about the Empress here. We've got the Tower. We've got the Page of Cups, which we also got, can't make this up, before, on the bottom of the reading, this new emotion blossoming, this new feeling. We've got the Three of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so we got to figure this out, because there's a lot of icky energy here, and this is all about, you can change that. You can figure out how to navigate that so it doesn't limit your development, so it doesn't keep you from what you ultimately want, All right, so let's see. What am I picking up here? For some of you guys, yeah, so it's saying there's something shocking that happens or has happened, and it kind of turns your world upside down and you weren't expecting it. So some of you might not get the answer you're hoping for, and that's part of life, that's part of falling in love and experiencing things and putting yourself out there. It's better to be honest with yourself, right? And open, rather than keep it in for 10 years and always feel tortured by it, or wonder if you made the wrong decision, or never been able to confront it and move on from it. So, all right, let's see here. What's this Tower event? What's this Tower event talking about? Why is this Tower event coming up? The Devil. Whoa. Okay, so some of you guys might be, and I mean, we've all been there. I know I have. Some of you guys might be, a little bit trapped by this intense connection you're feeling. And that's where a lot of the anxiety is coming from. So if this is applying to you, you're meant to address these beliefs of what you fear and buying into them, versus your own power and accessing that, to where this illusion that it seems so real right now, that is keeping you trapped, keeping you stuck in an unhealthy dynamic, can't, access you anymore. Can't get its hooks in you anymore, because you've overcome that, and you can't have power over me unless I let you. So, but this is good, because this is breaking down. It's almost like finally seeing what you need to see to be released from something that is inhibiting you, keeping you stuck, is a noose around your neck. And a lot of times, it's like, especially when we're in an unrequited love situation, You know, we don't want to let that go. We don't want to admit the truth. We want to believe it's going to work out, and we want to believe that we're being led down a path that we're meant to be on. The thing is, we are on a path we're meant to be on, but it doesn't mean that it has to end a certain way, or that we have to be together with that person, or that that person's good for us. This is teaching you lessons about freedom from whatever this situation is that you're feeling trapped by, you're feeling obsessed over, or you know, you can't see the light. You're not seeing how. So the great thing is, though, this is why the Tower comes in, because God's going, okay, I'm gonna step in and reroute this train and get things back on track. It's something you really need to understand and see. So for some of you guys, I feel like this person isn't good for you, or is going to be more of a learning experience for you, and show you, kind of face your fears in a way. All right, any other messages? Let's see what else we can get. All right, yeah. So we got the 9 of Wands. There's been a lot of exhaustion and effort. It's like, when is this going to end? When is this going to get better? I'm tired. You know, I'm tired of seeing this through and constantly being strong and constantly being prepared for the next struggle I'm going to have to go through. And someone's dreaming about marrying this person. So yeah, I think this is a lesson, and I hate saying this, but again, I said a prayer that for those of you struggling in love, like, what will help you? What do you need to know? And for those of you that are meant to hear this, this is a lesson about facing your fear, and I think recognizing what you don't want in this situation, what isn't love, what isn't healthy for you. And it might be that this dream and this real feeling you're feeling inside towards this person, it's not that that's not real, but it's not going to give you what you're hoping for or wanting. And it's about recognizing why you feel trapped or not empowered to recognize that and move on from that, or process that. It's about finding your own strength, being real with yourself, and yeah. But you know, it's like I said, better than to be. The thing that you don't want to do is keep yourself in this situation, in this dynamic where you're struggling, suffering, fearful, anxious, can't sleep. And again, we've all been there, right? But if you feel like you should be feeling, here's the, like, and we'll get some guidance from this next step, but you should be feeling like queen of the world, king of the world, like, I am so sexy and in my power, and it should be effortless, and you should have like magnetized you know, events coming towards you. It shouldn't feel like you're being tortured and suffering and struggling and hoping and waiting and always never knowing. And now this might be, for some of you guys, a unique situation where, you know, you're confronting some fears by feeling vulnerable through waiting for this. And it's not that it's gonna go negatively, it's just you're in this holding pattern right now where your fears are being triggered, and that's your way to kind of confront them and overcome them. Okay, so let's get some guidance moving forward for whoever this is pertaining to in love, who's watching this. What's next? So we've got the moon. Yeah, you guys are going through it. So this is definitely like a soul growth moment for you. But the thing is, it's so much better to address it and move through it, because you will not be plagued by it for the next decade after decade after decade. I mean, we take it for granted sometimes. Like, things don't just work themselves out. We have to kind of put the effort in and process through it and move on from it and make the choice. And some people don't. And some people are stuck in a bitter, unhappy situation or mindset for their whole lives, and we don't want that, right? You don't want that. So the moon, so this is a necessary thing for you to go through to free yourselves from some of these fears, some of these attachments, some of these maybe traumas, some of these illusions in your mind that are making you feel like, for example, like, I'll never feel about anyone like I feel for about this person, and I'm never ever going to, and it has to work out with them because he's my true soulmate. Like, God, no, that is just going to drive you crazy and make you feel hopeless, because that's just, where does that idea come from even? You know what I mean? Like, you can't, if it's about breaking free of some of those constrictive patterns and beliefs when the reality is there to see, and we have to just, you know what I mean? Okay. All right, so we've got the moon. Okay. Wait, I don't want to pick those because I wasn't concentrating, and then I always second guess myself. What is going on in the future? Queen of coins. What's going on with the in love? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Strength. Yes. Yes. So, right, like I said, this is about you becoming a stronger version of yourself so that those fears and anxieties can't touch you anymore. So you're learning all these lessons through this. So for some of you that are in an unrequited love situation, or you're not going to hear the news you want, or you're going to feel really like suffering and anxious and like you don't know what to do, this is all for good. This is all to help you in the long run. It's showing you just what you're made of. It's showing you that you can survive anything, that no matter what disappointments there are, or what unexpected things might happen, that you're still there, you're still you, and every time you get a new wisdom of and complexity and strength and power and empowerment. So that's what's happening, guys. You are becoming stronger. Maybe for some of you, this is like really getting out of an abusive relationship, you know, being freed from that, finding your way through that. Because the moon, you know, it's going to be a little confusing. It's going to be tricky. You're going to feel all your emotions being triggered. It's part of the strength process, though. You know, this is when you're going to feel like, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right track? What am I sensing? What am I feeling? Am I crazy? My emotions are all out of sorts. I can't tell what's real and what's not. You know, that's meant to happen. That's no accident. But it's doing that because it's shaking you free from whatever this devil represents in your life, whatever this feeling of being stuck and disempowered and anxious is. So that's ultimately a good thing. But you're going to, you know, be dealing with emotions and be dealing with the things that could be holding you back. But again, we've got the Queen of Coins. It's just showing you, it's so funny that I was just talking about like a negative abusive relationship, possibly, like, you know, being strong, being able to take care of yourself, having your needs met financially, being a woman in your own right, a person in your own right, not needing anyone else. So I feel like that's the journey. It's becoming stronger and more whole in yourself, in your own being, and being able to gain a new level of strength, inner strength, empowerment. So holy moly, that was intense. Wow. So this is a lot. So if this is resonating with you and you feel like this is going to help you, please reach out to me for a private reading, because we can really address head on what's exactly going on with you and get really deep and really detailed. Yeah, but please let me know if you have questions. Reach out. If you think that this would help anyone, you know, feel free to share, and I will see you guys later. Okay, bye guys.